Good morning, and I hope you've been well, and this is part 27 of the Pokemon Rejuvenation V13.5 Let's Play, set mode, no items, so yeah. So with that being said, let's go on ahead and check out the new Terrajuma Jungle. Now I know I'm probably late to the party since most people have probably already beaten V13.5 and probably done multiple game files of this, but I don't know. I'm really excited because like I've said it before that Terrajuma Island, that whole arc going all the way up to like Valor Mountain is easily one of my favorite parts within the game, possibly my favorite because of how do I want to word it? I mean, like I brought it up before. Like I really feel like this is like the chapter or chapters that are about to go on that we really build our friendships with everybody like Adam, Valerie, Saki, Braxton, Malia, Venom, Alita, etc., etc. And I really feel like it's a really fun arc within the story overall. But either way, pretty excited to get into it. So what I'm going to do, right, we already talked to them. Huh, me? I'm just taking advantage of this nice weather, white sandy beaches, crystal clear waters. What more could you want? Why are you looking at me like that? Is it because I'm dreaming about crystal clear waters and being a fire type? It's no secret that I don't like water, but that doesn't mean I cannot appreciate it, right? Fair point. Alrighty. Taking care of the cargo left behind by the ships, the pass is hard work. Thankfully, I have my Pokemon to help me. Cool, cool. Let's see what you do. For Grand Dream City, definitely not going there anytime soon. That island you guys crashed on earlier is where we managed the lighthouse. There are 4 of them on Terrajuma, and every single one of them have stopped working. Now, of course, we will be doing all of the quests for the island, but probably not super soon. Excuse me, we're busy. Alrighty. Man, but I gotta say, just like trying to like remember like the old Terrajuma, it looks so different to what like this is, honestly. Like the trees look different, I guess like the port here looks a lot different. I believe that's Rorum's boat there, or well, Rorum B. Very cool. I like it. Alrighty. Enough of me looking around. Let's continue onwards. Oh, hey Madam X. Hey Anastasia. Ma'am, have you brought him? The one I've detailed. Yes, please come forth, introduce yourself. Hey Ren. Hello ma'am, my name is Ren. Ren used to be comrades with Alon and the rest, but based on what he's told me, if accurate, would display the attributes of the one we're looking for. And just why would one of Alon's comrades want to betray them? Alon and the others betrayed me first. I've decided that this is the best course of action. Sorry. Very well then, but know this. Betray me, and that marks the end of your pitiful existence. Don't worry, that won't happen. Great. If that's all, we'll begin our way to the Shadow HQ to retrieve the data we lost at Kerados. Where do you want us to relocate ourselves afterwards? Where do you want us to? Sorry. There's a transit system that was built to connect to the lab in Grand Dream City. Make your way there, drop off the data, and make your way back to headquarters. Understood, ma'am. Red, let's go. Day by day, the end comes near. Alon, Malia, Alita, voice crack. I look forward to the day our paths cross again, for that day will be the fated one. See, it's kind of like interesting because it's like, well, I don't know if I really want to get into like spoilers and stuff like that. Yeah, sure, why not? I want to. Alright, as usual, if you don't want to listen, go to the timestamp in the comment section below and skip on ahead. But anyways though, let's get into my little rant real quick. So, me and a viewer, I believe a few days ago, something like that, on one of the videos brought up a interesting idea. He or she brought up the, um, I guess like Jane did like a Q&A at some given point. I never really knew about it, but apparently they ask a question about the... Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do it justice. I'm going to pull up his... or her thing. I don't know if they're a he or she, but their thing. Um, let's see here. I guess I'll pause. Alright, sorry for the pause there. Let's see. Rewatching the V12 playthrough, noticed at 9:10 before the Zen explosion, there's like a time freeze. Right, so I believe it's somewhat similar, except you see like the eye, which is kind of a new thing with V13.5, but with, I think like V12, it was just a little, I guess like turquoise hue kind of color thing, and then you hear, you know, the explosion and whatnot. I assume that would have been Madam X using the time diamond at that given point, because it's very similar to a few other events when she uses the timeline later within the game. Um, Jane asked a question on social media, how different would the story be? Sorry, if he or she brought up the question, how different would the story be if Team Zen captured Millie in the forest? And he answered well about that. And I guess that's all he wrote. Um, and let's see, he brought up the... he or she, sorry. Brought up the idea of... Millie was captured, but now in this timeline, things are different. Maybe because we are here with her, maybe the core system somehow changed things. Um, and like, I understand like what they're saying. I also brought up like a different idea that potentially with like Team Zen and whatnot, it just wasn't the right way to go about it, and things didn't end up working out for Madam X and Team Zen and their goals of Oblivion and all of that. And I guess it's one of those things, it interrupted the story, it didn't work, it didn't fit with Varaya's predetermined time. So of course Madam X is kind of like, okay, we gotta let her actually escape and continue onwards. That's what I believed. Now, pretty much where I'm getting at with all of that and why I brought that up is Madam X is somebody that has somewhat confused me, and I want to bring up other points to further validate what I was saying. And that is that Madam X at any given point could just take Malia. We all know it, and it's something that I feel like a lot of people might be confused about, like, okay, why not just get her? You have the power, you have the ability, what is anybody gonna do about it? Do we really think that there's any person on Terajuma Island? I mean, you could have the entire island go against Madam X, and there's a part of me that thinks Madam X wouldn't lose. There might be some level of injuries because that's a lot of people, but I don't see Madam X losing to most people. There might be a few that are on that level or slightly above, but it's only like a couple of people that come to mind. I mean, I guess to give examples, Indred, I guess. Varaya technically controls everything. Celine, the original champion, was the only one that went 50-50 with her and still ended up with bad casualties, losing an arm and a leg. So like, it's just one of those things that it's like there's just not many things or people within this game that can actually go toe to toe with her. So it's just something that I thought about for a while because it's like, okay, you're that strong. You're built different. You're not like all the others. You can easily just pull up on Terajuma and be like, hey, what's up, guys? Slashy slashy with your sword or whatever. Or maybe just dart in front of everybody, grab her, run, and then use the time diamond to go somewhere else, I guess. It easily could have been done. But going back to what I said earlier, though, I just feel like it's one of those things that it's like, okay, the fated day will arrive. There's going to be a day where everything is said and done. We're going to finally do this. And I believe if she had the opportunity to take Malia early on, she would be able to. But I think she knows a lot more than most within the game because it's shown beforehand. She knows about Spacia and Tempa. She knows about certain things that we don't even know about. And I feel like she's gotten to a point that it's like, if I do it now, we lose, we fail. Of course, I can't tell the team that. I got to keep the team motivated and have them do their own thing. I know they're going to fail, but I have to still get on them when they fail. But in the back of her mind, she's like, but that's fine because everything that happens has to happen. It's predetermined. We have to let them build up like this and finally get to that point in the game that it all will happen. Either I win or I lose. It's a process that cannot be rushed. Why? Because again, Varaya created the entire story, and I do believe to some level Madam X knows about Varaya and the whole thing, and she knows that if I disrupt the story, if I do this and that, bad things happen and it doesn't work and we go back to square one. So Madam X at that point is like, okay, fine, we'll go about it like this, how it's predetermined, whatever, do this and that. And then once we get to the fateful day, and again, there's that whole thing with, I don't know if they rechanged it or not, but I remember a girl with a crystal ball. Um, I really don't want to forget about that scene. They might have changed it, I don't know. But she brings up the story like there's gonna come a day that it's gonna be the battle between like you and Oblivion. It was something like that. I don't remember exactly how um, the one lady worded it, but she brought up, you stand on a castle, with three friends and a woman that wants to bring the worlds to her knees. The world, not worlds, but world to her knees. And you go into battle, and then the crystal ball breaks, and it doesn't tell the story on what happens next. Of course, it can't tell you the story because it's either going to be, in my opinion, you know, the Renegade or the Paragon route. However, like I brought up before as well, I don't believe it's only going to be two endings, but I think it's going to be variations of different endings. How many variations there's going to be, I don't know. Because, like, again, I keep saying again a lot. There's the whole thing with the Renegade route, right? But there's also a thing with the Paragon route. You could still be a crappy individual, right? You could still be mean to them, get negative points with all of them. You can meet up with Claire and Kieran, or you can even skip the whole thing. You don't even have to go down the hallway. But even if you went down the hallway, you were crappy, they say, you want to do this? I don't think it's an accident. And you say, no, I don't want to work with you. And it's like, oh, okay, so you're just bad then. I think that's what Leclerc says. It's something goofy like that. Like, you just suck then. Like, get out of here or whatever. I don't think it's exactly like that, but she words it, I think, something like that. And then you just carry on your way. But technically, you're still the Paragon route, right? Not working for Claire and Kieran, but you're still a crappy individual. I believe that has to lead to a somewhat altered Paragon route that you're not really good with your friends. There's got to be one that it's like you are good, but you missed out on karma points, you missed out on side quests, you missed out on friendship points with certain individuals. And then you have probably the true or the perfect or the secret ending, however they plan to word it, that you do every karma point, you get the maximum friendship that you can with, characters and whatnot, and you do all the secret stuff and whatnot, and you get the true perfect secret ending, Santa Claus ending, however you want to word it. And then of course you have the Renegade route. So anyways, it's one of those things that it's like, of course the orb cannot predict that because I believe there's different scenarios. It's up to the mercy of the Interceptor to choose fate between Renegade or Paragon. Man, I ranted quite a bit. Okay, I'm done. That's all I wanted to say. But yeah, I'll just leave it at that. I probably could have like included it and think of some other stuff, but I don't want to ramble too much because the last episode we did a lot of rambling. See, I told you they'd be right behind us. Yeah, I didn't doubt you or anything, but you never know. Everything okay? Huh? Where do we go? I can handle myself. I think everything okay is the right one. Let me pull up the trusty relationship guide. Let's see, you win the battle, everything okay, I can handle myself. Okay, so the middle ones are neutral then. This gives you minus points. Everything okay? Yep, we just noticed you two lagging behind and decided to stay back a bit. Kakuri Village is a straight shot from here, but it's always good to be cautious. Hey Nim, are you doing okay? You've been acting a little strange. Huh? No, I'm fine. Really. I just had some seasickness is all. Never been on a boat that big before, you know. Just takes some getting used to. Oh yeah, I feel that. It was kinda weird for me too, but luckily my body adjusted quickly. Regardless, we should head on over to Kakuri immediately if Nim isn't feeling well. We should rest on the ship while we go, but that wouldn't help her sickness. Come on, I'll help you. For a moment. Before we go over there, this is super different. Because like there was that whole thing with Valerie, Adam, Braxton, and I think it was like the Carnivine. Long day today, hopefully your day has been good. I would say so. I've decided to be lazy today and not really do much. And then of course tomorrow we're back to it as usual, but we're gonna have a lazy day today. Morlo, I mean, Shinotic isn't terrible, but I don't think I'd ever use it. I swear once a day we find at least one lost, arrogant trainer that tries to take on the jungle. The jungle is a serious and dangerous place. We make it safer, but that doesn't mean you should just waltz in right in without a plan. Very true. So what's over here? Oh, this is gonna take some time getting used to. That's kind of cool, little Wurmple running around. I really like that Jane and all of them. Oh, what is that? Is that like a whirlpool? Whirlpool, sorry. Interesting. So I guess maybe there's something up the waterfall? Or maybe it's just added there just for, I don't know, having it there. But what are you? Alright. Gotcha. There's a small waterfall over there on that cliff. I can see a cave on the very top of it, but there's no way to get there from here. Now, I forgot. I know you can get the TM or the HM waterfall. If you get a lot of the badges and whatnot, are you able to use waterfall yet within the game? I don't remember if you can. I don't remember. Somebody can let me know if they want to. Oh, so they changed the timber thing. Okay. Yes, come in, come in. Welcome to Gerald's 2-ton Timberland construction. How can I help you? Oh, you're here to help with my request. Oh, wait, what? I didn't mean to start that. Let me unpause or pause and reload because I didn't mean to do this. Alright, sorry for the pause there. Let's not walk into the building. I know everybody like plays about it like differently, but for me personally, I've always been one of those people, especially doing like a let's play of the game. I really want to like play the main game and then get to a stopping point to dedicate my time to going over side quest one by one and then kind of like going back and forth with all of that. I guess it is like a new thing that I gotta be careful of again, sorry. But I kind of wonder why they would make it that like you instantly walk in, it locks you into the thing. I mean, you can always like walk out and not do it until another point, but it seemed like it made you go through the entire thing. So, yeah. All good though, not that big of a complaint, but I kind of wish it wouldn't instantly make you talk to the guy and then get it going on that quest so instantaneously. Anyways, Sanders, we'll just go for Blaze Kick. We'll just stay in. I don't know why I'm staying in, but I don't really mind to. Zeke, why not? Does remind me, I wonder if there's a way to go back to Gearin. I remember back then you had to pay to go back, but I know we have some new Pokemon that I wouldn't mind EV training. Guess we'll get to battling these guys so they're out of the way. Go to Bug God. I don't know if we'll get into like main story stuff until maybe like the next episode. I'm more so wanting to like explore. Because it seems like there's a lot of new stuff to this. Because the layout and all of that just looks... It's beautiful. I like it a lot. Because like, I did like the old Terrajuma, right? But like this one, like it actually feels like a jungle. So, I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so that's a different pathway. We've got reports on strange activity in the area, so I'm afraid this is off limits for now. Okay. Okay, so we can't go over there. We need... Oh, what's down there? And... What are these guys? I can't tell what they are. Are they like Salandit? I can't tell. Spinarak. I want to look down here. Temple outskirts. There's nobody here. Okay. See a fire there in the tent, though. You know, maybe because my time's nighttime? I mean, it didn't change for Adam. He didn't reappear anywhere, but... I mean, I guess I could try. So, I don't know why. I might be going crazy. I mean, like, it's 11:57 a.m. for me currently. So why is it like nighttime here? Or maybe it's just like dark out within like the game and I guess nobody's there. Right, I remember. There was a whole preview with yeah, there was a guy, new character. No, not new character, but a character that didn't get really any spotlight at all. It was Flora. Talon's his name. Maybe they don't appear here till later then. That's what I'm gonna guess. Oh, this is different. Nose pass. Interesting. For black shards. Okay. Got some people here. We just happen to be in the spot that happens to be in the trajectory of them, but isn't it sort of weird that it's so consistent? Their properties are like nothing we've seen, but they're from space, so of course they're nothing like Earth's materials. I guess maybe this will be a different event in the future? Because there's nothing like this within V13. Very interesting. And I honestly kind of like that because like it gets a little bit more into the black shards and all of that, because like it is like brought up before but not a lot. Kind of excited to check that out when we get to that point. Oh whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Let me... Gloom, not a bad Pokemon, but I don't think I've ever used a Vileplume ever on this game. I got away. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Quick Powder. Got a Mankey over there. Not a bad Pokemon at all, but I don't think I've really ever used a Mankey, so I'll pass. I did it again. Sorry. Voice crack there. Oddish, let's go up here. That also kind of like reminded me, since we are exploring the jungle, just to talk about something. I had a comment from a longtime viewer, the same one that I brought up earlier with the one tinfoil hat rant and whatnot. They brought up a interesting... Oh, so they're up here. Okay, gotcha. I don't want to get into that right now. But they brought up a few like game suggestions, and just to let you guys know, if anyone's watching, I'm down to take like suggestions and whatnot. I will say this, I'm not a gamer. I'm more so a boomer, more than anything, honestly. And I'm just gonna give a fair warning, I'm not good at games, but I'm not against branching out into like different stuff. Of course, like I'm not gonna sit here and like play like large or long, like heavy kind of like games, you know? Like, how do I want to word it? Like, what's like a whatchamacallit, like Fortnite? I'm not really into that kind of stuff, or I don't know, I guess like shooters and whatnot. I don't mind them, but I rarely ever play them, if that kind of like makes sense. Oh, right, I had to re-pick that up because I had to redo some stuff from earlier, but no, yeah, it's like, hopefully that kind of like gets like a general idea, but like they brought up the idea of Plants vs. Zombies, and oh, this is new. Oh, it's so cool, man. I like it. Oh wow, look at the sea. I wonder why it's so quiet here though. Oh, I can kind of hear the waves. Okay. I'm so excited for this. Okay, sorry for getting like off topic though. I'm kind of like taken aback from this. It's really pretty. I like it a lot. But no, like they brought up Plants vs. Zombies, and I brought up like, you know, I wouldn't mind potentially getting to something like that. I know like I've played Bloons Tower Defense for a long time. I do like enjoy like games like that, strategy games, you know. Um, so that's something that I thought about. Um, Now, it won't be like anytime soon, because like I really want to stick to 2 Let's Plays on the channel at a time. I don't think I can really do a 3rd one at this time, since I can barely keep up with the 2 that we have going on, so there's that as well. But I don't know, I brought it up before, I'm more so into like Pokemon Family games. I do want to get into like official games at some given point, maybe do like hardcore Nuzlocke runs and stuff like that. What else is there? I've thought about like getting into like other like RPG like horror games. I have a few that I have like written down. I do enjoy that kind of like genre quite a bit. Um, I don't know. I guess like there are like other like horror games and whatnot. I don't mind playing them. I prefer like RPG style ones more so because like they tend to have like a story, but I'm not against like a general horror game that may have like a kind of similar style. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Like, and I guess like it's something like I've read it before. I just don't get scared by horror games. I really don't. And I more so play them for like the story and whatnot more than anything. I don't believe there will ever be a time that you'll catch me just jumping out of my seat, just screaming like, no, no. Like, I just don't see that, but I don't really mind that genre either. I'm definitely a big fan of like story-rich kind of like style games. So I guess if anybody has like suggestions, it's something that like I can write down and look into. I can't guarantee that I will do it, but if you have ideas for me, that's totally fine. And another wacky one that I just thought of now is one of a word that weird. One of a word that also weird. An old game that I used to play when I was a kid. Papa's Freezeria. I see that that was on Steam. I actually bought it when it came out, and I think that'd be a goofy little series. I don't know though. There's a lot of possibilities to kind of like get into, but I'm all ears to what you guys got to say. I'll look into it, and we'll see what happens. So yeah, and again, like I don't know if I'll get to them all or if I want to play them. It's more so if you suggest something, I'll definitely look into it and write it down. But if it's something that I don't really think I'd really care about or enjoy, then I probably won't end up playing it, so yeah. But again, don't hesitate to ask or suggest something if you wanted to, and if not, that's fine too. The crates on the sides are for Genobi Pass, Talia Resort, and Crystalline Town, but getting to Crystalline Town has been a bit tricky as of late. Alrighty. Cool, cool. We're getting good curry supplies in order before we bring it to HQ. I'm still kind of like hoping that it's meant to be like nighttime because like I remember during like I can't speak today. V13, there was a bug that it always stayed morning time. But I know my time, I mean, it's now like 12:06 right now, so it should be daylight's time. I'm gonna assume the timing is meant to be night for this. At least I'm gonna hope for that. But hopefully I explored most of it. I think I got a general idea, but there are some areas that are blocked off until we progress more. Anyways though, while we're here, this is Kakuri Village. It's true. I wasn't entirely sold, but it really is you, Malia. Crawley, it's been so long. I missed you. Well, it's only been about a month, but it's good to see you so soon. Right, not too long then. I think I read that two last sentences wrong, sorry. But anyways, wait, so you two know each other? I stayed here in Kakuri for a few days some time ago. Crawley and I became good friends while I was here, but you disappeared so suddenly, didn't even get to say goodbye. I'm sorry. Hey, there's no hard feelings here. Just glad to see you again is all. As for the rest of you, it looks like you've all been through a lot. We escaped from prison, fought against a dictator, the usual. Oh? Crawley, I'm so sorry to ask this of you, but do you have a place where our friends can rest? She's not feeling well and could use some time to recover. Not a problem at all. I've already arranged accommodations just in case they were needed. There's a vacant house just east of here that we use exclusively for special guests. You all can stay there I can't read today. You all can stay there while things figure themselves out. Thank you so much. You guys must also want a good bite to eat too, right? I'll go make reservations at the Dartrix something while you guys get settled. Thank you for all of this, Crawley. Don't mention it. See you all later. Now, I guess they changed the one scene then, because like, again, sorry, that's my chair, but like, again, they brought up, well, Crawley brought up the thing, noticing Alon, and we get friendship points with Malia because we helped them with the whole Gyarados thing. Unless they push that back potentially, or maybe don't recognize me at this given point. I guess they might have taken that out. I kind of wonder why though. I'm gonna assume they didn't. I don't see why they would though, but I don't know. I don't know. There's definitely like a lot of good changes, but there's also some that I'm like, I guess I understand it, but I don't know if I agree with some of them. But again, that just comes down to preference. Overall, I still love the game. And then what was it? Getting into Kakuri Village, they changed it up because like back then there was the girl on the one post, you know, saying like you can't come in, and what was it? Crawley heard familiar voices and told him to let us in, and that's how it played out. But for this one, it's kind of cool because it's like, you know, Adam actually brings up what's going on. You know, like we escaped from prison, a dictator tried to get us, and now we're here. And I think back then it didn't really explain that a whole lot, so I really like that it brings more to the table on what is going on. I like that. It's a nice change. Right, well, you guys heard the man. We'll leave you to your own devices for now, but don't cause trouble. Have a nice night. How nice of Crawley to do all of that for us. I don't trust him. Whoa, okay, let's slow down. Crawley's a good guy. He's the head ranger of Terrajuma Island, so he's always helping people out like this. In fact, the special guests he's talking about are people who need to stay the night comfortably. Oh, well, she said night, so I guess it's meant to be night. And I guess I can understand like Adam, because he's Adam, but I know Crawley's a good person overall. Adam's such a... I don't even know how the hell you pronounce that. Tasun Dre? Theory? Dury? I don't know what that is. He's just a little mad Sam didn't notice him back there. Shut up, you stupid fox. Why'd Saki have to make you a voice box? Well, it doesn't really matter that much. We got a free night. Alita's right, let's just lay low and see what the village has to offer. Let's get Nim to a bed and make sure she's properly taken care of. You guys don't have to do all of this for me. Yes, we do. We don't want to hear another word about it. You are our friend. About that house, she's right, we don't. Gosh darn it. You're our friend. Everyone, thank you so much. Even saying that is making me feel so much better. I just never thought I'd hear those words, ever. Ah, Nim. You're a part of the group, Nim. We're here to take care of you. She's right, so let us help you. Okay. And before that, kinda wanna look around real quick. It could be dangerous at night even in the village, so we set up a nightly patrol. Will guarantee your safety. So I wonder... Right, so I guess the... not the Litleo, the... Growlithe. There used to be a Growlithe out here. Well, I mean the layout's different now, but... Or maybe it's in a different area. Maybe. This stage is so fancy, reminds me of something straight out of Alola. My parents took me there when I was 10, and it was beautiful. It was around that time I decided I wanted to specialize in water-type Pokemon actually. Once I'm done with being a professional marine biologist, I think I'm going to retire on Melmami Island, however you pronounce that. Alrighty. Oh right, game suggestions. I just remembered something as well. Unless like my old man mind is going crazy, I don't think I brought it up. They brought up not only Plants vs Zombies, but they brought up like the older versions of Rejuvenation as well. I think like V6 specifically. If I was to get into stuff like that, I might start with like the very first one and build my way up, checking out the new stuff. I don't really know yet because it's like that's a lot of rejuvenation on the channel, right? But I don't know. I think it'd be kind of fun to see like the progression of the game over the many years because like I got into the game around I want to say like V9 at the earliest, V9, V10. It was something like that. But I never really got into like the older ones. Or maybe I did get into like V8 and V7. I don't remember, but I'm going to say most likely it was like V9. I might be wrong on that. Most likely the earliest would have been like V8. I don't know if it was quite V7, but I don't know. It is a neat idea, and it is something that I gotta keep in mind as well. But anyways, it's something that I forgot about. Personally, I believe what my grandpa says about the calamity. I mean, he saw it for himself, right? Why would he lie about his trauma? It's true, I tell you, I saw the calamity when I was just a wee lad. The sky grew dark, the land shook. The sky was filled with beasts from another world. Okay, Grandpa, that's enough berry juice for one afternoon. It's true. Whenever Grandpa gets riled up with his tales, I let Orangu use instinct to make him exercise. That usually tires him out until he passes out from exhaustion. I love you, Grandpa. Well, I got news. It's real. Oh, hey, Braxton. That also kind of like reminds me. I know I'm bringing up like all sorts of stuff. I've really thought about doing like simple videos, going over like Pokemon cards and whatnot that like I may have like gotten. And I don't know, doing like a simple video, just like going over them, showing them off, and just checking them out. More so a boring, chill kind of like series. I don't know yet though, because it's like there's not really a lot else I can really do with that. It's just a simple video of just going through cards that I get, because like I definitely am into like the TCG as well, not only with Pokemon games and stuff like that, so I don't know though. Just kind of another idea that I thought about. Anyways, have you been to Terrajuma Beach? You're young, you would enjoy the festives there. I'm old, but I enjoy them still. Don't tell anyone. Please leave me to do my work. So, what you doing? Studying? Studying what? Pokemon. What kind of Pokemon? Would you please let me do my work? How are you even talking? Are you a Pokemon? Yep, I'm indeed a Pokemon, but with my friends' help, I can now communicate with humans. I see. Alrighty. You have fun, Braxton. Let's see here. Is that the... Okay, I don't want to start that. My darling Furfred is nocturnal. Unfortunately, I say unfortunately because it likes to sleep in front of the house and it's far too precious to disturb. Gotcha. Okay, so I don't want to talk to her. I do want to talk to you. Kakuri Village is so different from Sheridan, but also not really. Still got the nice and comfy feeling, but it's a bit more bustling, yeah? Guess Sheridan is filled with a bunch of older people, so it makes sense. Hey, we're in here, don't even think about walking in. The nerve of some people. Alrighty. Setting up things, okay. Oh wow. Well, this is different. Oh hey, tent guy. Oh, he's not here. Back here? Gotcha. Okay. Well, you have fun, tent guy. Let's see. But before I get a little too far, let me go back here, sorry. Alrighty. Hey, this ferry takes you to East Gearan City. The boat looks pretty fast too. Hey Alon, if you ever want to return to the mainland for any reasons, here's your chance too. Doesn't seem like it's free, but what can you do? Okay, I definitely will want to go back at some point. Maybe next episode. Malia there. Talk to Nim. Hey Lon, if I lay down right now, I'm gonna hurl. I'm standing up so gravity will keep my insides at bay. That's how gravity works, right? I mean, if it helps you from not getting sick, go for it. Wait, what? Looks like it's a bathroom. Oh, okay. Cool, cool. Before I talk to Malia, because like I feel like she'll start like progression of the story potentially, so I want to still look around. Is that a service? Okay. What about this building? Oh, Ranger HQ. Oh man, it looks a lot different. Oh, that must be the restaurant. Of course they're blocking them off. Hey Hugh. What's going on over there, you two? Gosh darn it. Man, it would have been so cool to talk to like Rune and Hugh, but like I get it. It's a little, it's like a little like tease almost. So yeah. Alrighty. We're currently full, sorry. Alrighty. Gotcha. Interesting little place there. Valor Mountain is a place we don't frequently visit because it's so dangerous, but one day I love to go and see the sights. I guess we can heal real quick. Let's see. Okay, so it's a shop. Guess I'll get a few of those. I think that'll be it for me. I'm working on a very special invention of mine, but it requires an upgrade. If you give me an upgrade, I'll give you my special invention. I'll pass for now. Because I don't know if I have an upgrade. I don't know. Oh, so they changed the board here. Little red sign there. I assume that's Terrajuma? We've been getting so many pings. Oh, no, Chrysalin. From Chrysalin Town, but there's nothing we could do. You see the huge monitor with the map of Terrajuma on it. Whenever there's trouble reported, it will ping the exact spot that they reported. Once we receive the ping, rangers are sent to check things out. Sorry we were so rough with you on the beach. Weird things have been happening all around Terrajuma recently, and we've had to up our security. Oh hey Alon, hope you're enjoying Kakuri so far. It's a small spot, but it's what we call home. I like it. I don't know, like, I've said it before, I would rather have a, you know, more, I guess like a smaller town kind of vibe, smaller home kind of thing. More so than like, I don't know, like a bustling city, large mansion and stuff like that. I get it. It's cozy. I'm tired. Scurrying the jungle is no easy feat. No, it is not. Not that I've ever been in a jungle before, but I guess the closest you can say is just, I don't know, just out in like forest area and whatnot. Lift won't respond. Upgrade. Being a ranger means we get free bedding, and that's all I need. Terrajuma Island has been getting more and more dangerous as the time goes on. I guess that's the price you pay for consumerism, however you say that. Interesting layout. I like it. I mean, so far, what they've done with like rechanging, like the sprites and the overworld stuff, I like it. I really like it a lot. And especially like the dialogue too. Like Terajuma going into it, like I really liked it. But it seems like they added like more with it in a sense. And I'm really excited to see more of it as we continue. I'm tired of sitting around all day. Please, let's just have some fun. Sounds like a plan. Go for double kick here. We'll go for bulk up. And then that should secure it there. There we go. Okay. Okay, so that's one of the lighthouses. Berry juice. I will have to swap into you. That's gonna be a little bit annoying. About to say, I'm not about to lose to a dragon dance cotton god Altaria. It'd be super goofy. After all the battles like we've been through, this is the one that finally gets me on the first try. That'd be super goofy. Let's go for Night Slash. Alrighty. A Ludicolo will stay in. Cool, cool. Please don't cause trouble. We won't. Actually, that's a lie. We're definitely going to cause issues, but we'll see how it plays out. And that's another thing. Like, I know, like, some stuff that happens, but it's like, that's with, like, V13, though. So it's like, it's going to be different now, actually. Kind of just excited for it. Panpour here. Oh, Nove's here. Okay. Taylor Resort is such a good place to unwind. Crawley sends Pokemon Rangers that have accomplished a lot to resort as a reward. Knowing that I could stay a night at Taylor Resort free of charge, I have to work harder. Gotcha. So I guess that's pretty much it until we get Surf from Valerie. But I think with that being said... Actually, there's another one of these. Oh. Noctowl Owl has been activated. Oh, so... you have to, like, activate the different... ones? And... wasn't there one over here? Well, this one's not responding, though. Yeah, I assume it's like an easy, like, teleport. But I wonder why the one doesn't activate when you interact with it. Weird. But, alrighty. I think with that being said, we'll go on ahead and just sit on over here. And since we are about 54 minutes in, we'll end off today's episode here. And the next episode we'll carry on with the main story and all of that. There will probably get a point that we'll probably get into doing side quests and whatnot, depending on how much we progress with the story. So we'll see how it goes. It's just more so I want to make sure that not only do we make progress with the story, I really want to keep up to date with side quests and not get too overwhelmed by the amount that there is and not really focus on it too much. I want to make sure I stay up to date with it as best as possible, so yeah. But I'll probably go over that on my own time to see when we'll get a dedicated episode for that. Next episode, what I'm thinking is probably go back to Well, I guess I can continue. Well, I don't know. I might go back to Garen because like there's one little scene that I want to see if they changed or not. I guess we'll see if I can or can't. And then we'll head on back here and continue onwards by talking to Malia and again progressing with the story. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, definitely do appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Good morning.